only in the U.S., but in the U.K., Australia, Canada. That's awesome. And you're on Canada's top 25.
Thank you. Yes, I'm so proud. I really can't tell you how amazing it feels to know that my music is resonating with people, not just where I'm from, but in other parts of the world and just everywhere. And it just makes my heart so full and so happy. I'm very grateful and blessed.
Absolutely. You know, you were originally from Canada. Now you live in New York, and you had to get married twice to the same guy.
Yes, I did. Thank you for remembering that. That's such a funny thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I actually did. So I was from Canada. I met my husband in Hawaii out of the blue, and I ended up moving to New York to get married and pursuing our life together. And we had to get married the first time for immigration, and then the second time we had our wedding that had already been scheduled and planned, but we needed to get the paperwork started earlier. So we did get married by a justice of the peace who married us at our later wedding a couple of months later. So
awesome. Tell Dennis and your daughter Kayla hello for us, will you?
I absolutely will, and I'm sure they send their best back to you.
You bet, absolutely. And you know, you're unique in that way. I've been married twice too, but they're two different women. So.
Well, you know, I always like to be different.
Yeah, that's right. You are different, and your music is different. It resonates with folks, though, and I love playing your songs. We're going to play 3 great songs tonight. We're going to talk about them here in a little bit and hear the stories behind them. But how did you start singing? And then tell us about something that happened in your life where you had to stop for a while as well.
Well, thank you, first of all, for the airplay. I can't tell you how much I appreciate being played on your show. It's always a thrill to be played on your show and in the company of such incredible artists. So thank you so much for the opportunity. Mm-hmm. It was always my lifelong dream to be a singer. I wanted to sing ever since I was a little girl. And like most singers, I sang before I spoke. It was just my language of communicating with people all through life. It was how I expressed myself and how I got my point across, whether it be happy or sad or angry. It was just my companion and my way of expressing myself. And I did move to the U.S. Quite a few years ago to get married, as I mentioned. And I figured, you know, once I got settled, everything would be settled. I would pursue my dream to sing here because we're better than to start a music career than in New York. I mean, obviously it could be Nashville or LA too, but here I was moving to New York, and I thought, you know, this would be a great time to kickstart that career when things get settled. But unfortunately, shortly after I moved to the U.S., I was badly injured. I suffered a spine injury, and as a result of my injury and my pain and my overall condition, I had lost my ability to sing. So out of nowhere, not only was I hurt and in this excruciating pain that was long lasting, I wasn't able to express myself and communicate with the world, which was through my means, which was music, which was singing and belting my way through pain. And it was really a difficult time for me because I had just moved into a new country. I didn't know anybody here. I was completely alone other than my husband and my daughter. Mm-hmm. And it was a very, very isolating time. And it was very difficult not being able to sing my way through the pain. It was the first time in my life that my voice had literally failed me. And it was probably at the lowest point of my life. And this went on for several years. Now, as this was going on, my daughter was growing up alongside of me in this situation. And all she would ever see was Mom on the couch in pain. Mom can't do anything. Mom wasn't able to do anything because Mom was like curled up in a ball in pain. Mm-hmm. And it broke my heart to think that as my daughter was getting older, that this is all she would ever think that I was. This wasn't who I was. This is not in any way a reflection of who I was before. I was this amazing, outgoing, butt-kicking person who had amazing jobs and had careers and just did things in life that were like really awesome and fearless, like going to Hawaii by myself, you know, things like that. And this was all she saw of me. And I said, I couldn't let this be who she thought I was. And the older she was getting, I wanted her to learn that when you get dealt a hard life, you get up and you keep going and that you keep pushing forward. And it really kick-started my desire to get out there and pursue my dream of singing. I thought I have to show her what it's like for me to be out there pursuing my dreams at all costs. Because I can't tell her that she can do anything in life and that we can be whatever we want if she sees me on the couch and not doing anything with my life because things were really, really hard and really painful. So at that moment, I decided I was going to pursue my dream to sing with everything that I had. And I haven't looked back since. And it was overall the best decision I ever made in my life.
Yeah.
Of course, at first it was terrifying. I could barely walk. I was stuttering. I mean, I was a real mess. And I was like, people are probably going to laugh me out of the room, but I don't care because my motivation is to teach my daughter, you know, that when things happen, you just keep going and you go out there and you do your best no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't care what other people thought. I wanted her to look at me and think, that's my mom. Yeah. And it was such a strong motivator. It really, really pushed me, and the music really started to soothe me and heal me from inside. And it was the most amazing thing that I ever did. Other than my daughter, of course, yeah. It was the best choice that I made to put myself in such an uncomfortable situation and being unsure of, you know, I didn't pursue this dream when I was healthy, thin, and in perfect shape years ago. And here I was with a disability, older, you know, I was struggling, and I was like, I need to do this now. And I decided to do it with everything that I had. And it was so amazing. It was the best experience. It has proven to be healing both inside and outside. It's introduced me to the most amazing people, and I've had the best experiences because of music. So yeah. I'm so grateful that I've had this experience.
That is awesome. And I'll tell you what, from young people I've interviewed as young as 10 years old, you know, that really helps them when they hear stories like this, because there's, you know, getting started, there's that stage fright thing, you know, and they're scared and they may stumble a little bit, but you've done all of that too, and so they can relate to that, and you got to get over that and keep living your dream. Now, let me ask you about country music. Why country music for you, and why does it resonate with you so much?
I've always loved country music. It's always been close to my heart. I love the music, the instrumentation. I love the stories. I love the honesty in country music. And if you listen to my music, my songs, they're all real stories, things that have happened to me. They're heartfelt stories of things I've experienced. And for me, I couldn't think of a better way to express myself than to put my music to country music, because it's really wholesome for me. It's where my heart is. It feels right for me. It felt like the right way to tell my stories. Yeah. Of course, some of my songs veer a little bit to the bluesy country. Some of them are more to the rocky country. And my latest song is a little bit more poppy. But I tend to go with the best way to tell the story possible. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's being true to the story and true to the song and finding those country elements that will best help tell the story.
That is awesome. Now, back in 2017, which has already been 8 years ago, can you believe it? You started writing songs. So tell us about that process, too, and how that has just gotten better and better for you, no doubt, because your songs are fantastic.
Thank you so much. It's amazing. You know, you say 2017 is when I started writing songs. It seems surreal to me because if I think to 10 years ago where I was on the couch, I would never even believe you that you would tell me, hey, Robbie, in 5 years, you're going to be writing songs that are going to be on charts and they're going to get world airplay. Uh-huh. I would laugh at you. I would say, what are you thinking? What are you taking? But 2017 was magical for me because it's the year I believed in myself and I invested in myself and I started telling my stories. It took me a little bit of time to find my footing in the music and in the writing. You know, it was like starting out, I was just finding my tone, finding my way of expressing myself through music. And it has just been an incredible experience. With every song, with every story, I'm finding a better way to tell the story. And I couldn't be where I am right now without writing those first stories, because they were the ones that opened the door to me, to opening my soul to the world through music. The first song that I wrote was a song called Don't Count Me Out Just Yet. And it was more of a techno EDM song, which isn't really my genre, but it was a song that spoke to me being down but not out. And just because I didn't look like who I was before, it didn't mean that I was done. And it was a really important song for me because I was telling the world that I hadn't left my mark yet, and I was just letting them know of what was to come. Mm-hmm. And it was just amazing for me to be able to write that song, record that song, and then later perform that song live. It was a dream come true because I never thought I'd be able to sing again. Wow. And ever since then, every song that I've written has been, again, they're true stories. Everything that I write is something that has happened to me. But somewhere along the line, I ended up working with somebody who is my music career coach and mentor. And she showed me how I had the opportunity to write things through a different lens. You know, I had written a song that was called Set Me Free. And it was a song about standing up to the demons of my past. Mm-hmm. And she read it and she said, you know, it's a beautiful song, but you're telling the story wrong. She said, you don't need to be asked to be let free. You need to tell the person to leave you alone. There's a difference. And I didn't understand that at first because I was like, but I don't understand. And she's like, you have the power to tell the story how you want to tell the story. So instead of focusing on the weakness and the negativity, to really look at the positive way and to take a positive stance in the song. And I said, oh my God, that was life-changing for me, because I then learned that I can tell a sad story, but I could highlight the positive takeaway from the story, or mm-hmm. I could decide the tone that the story gets told in, and that stayed with me. So from that point on, I started looking at my music and writing my songs through that lens. And it was really important for me because I'm really a positive person. Even if something unfortunate happens, I try to be grateful and appreciative of the best of the situation and see the best in the situation and find the takeaway or find the silver lining. Mm-hmm. Yep. And it was a really good lesson for me because it really helped me improve how I saw my opportunities to write these uplifting songs and stories, because that's what I want to do with my voice. I want to use my voice to inspire and empower and uplift people. And I find that that was a really good tool for me and a good lesson for me. But I have some amazing opportunities when writing. I write with Matt Anthony, who is my producer, and we co-write quite a few of my songs together, which is always an amazing experience because he has so much experience in writing with so many amazing artists and songwriters. And when we write, even if he adds like a section or a word or whatever it is, it changes dramatically the song. And it has taught me how looking at things from a different point of view could really enhance the song. Uh-huh. Because when I write a song, it's personal to me, and every line of the song is personal to me. And sometimes I have a tendency to want to write 100 pages for the song because it's all something so personal to me. But it's amazing when he could come in and wave his magic wand and say, like, cut this, add this, take that, and it's perfect.
Yeah, I've said that too, how it's wrapped up in 3 or 4 minutes and made it radio friendly. That's just such a neat process.
Isn't it?
It's come full circle for you, and the reason I'm saying full circle is because now you're not sitting on the couch or you're not at home alone. You are among other friends and other artists when you go to these award shows that you've been nominated for, like the ISSAs and the Josie Music Awards. And in fact, it has come full circle because you've stood in that circle at the Grand Ole Opry where the Josies are when you received Video of the Year for Sticks and Stones.
Thank you so much. It's surreal. You know, it's such an honor. When I was listening to the nominees being listed, when they were announcing the nominees, and I was thinking, I'm a fan of most of these artists, you know, when they were calling out the names, I'm like, wow, it's such an honor just to have my name among those artists, because there's so much talent out there. Mm-hmm. And to be recognized for those awards. Unfortunately, last year I couldn't make the ceremony because of a situation at home. I couldn't leave at that time, so I wasn't able to be at the ceremony, but I was thrilled to have received several text messages from people who were in the audience who were messaging me and saying, oh my God, you've won, congratulations. And honestly, that was the most amazing feeling, because that told me that there were people in the audience who were rooting for me and they were happy for me when I won. It just made my heart so happy, because I really was sad that I couldn't be there, but you can't always be there because of other commitments and things. And sometimes there's more than one event on the same day. It's very hard to manage everything. And like I said, just to have so many people cheering for me really warmed my heart, and it made me very happy. And one of my music friends from Southpaw, Christine from Southpaw, collected my award for me, and she was so kind. She accepted my award for me, and we she got it to me. So that was such an amazing feeling as well, just to know that I feel like support from fellow musicians and friends. It was just an amazing experience.
Yeah. I've followed you for...
to make it this year.
Absolutely. I've followed you for quite a while now, and it's fun to watch you guys get to go do those things and meet those folks and get to play dress up. You're wearing your cowboy hat on your website with this photo shoot and everything. You know, that's a fun time, isn't it? And getting to meet those fellow artists and walk that red carpet, too. That's not a bad deal.
I love every part of it, because music is such an incredible thing. It brings us all together from all walks of life, from all areas, all the country people from all the different places in the world. We all unite through this one incredible force, which is music.
Yep.
So to me, it's always a fun time. And you mentioned about the picture on my website. My daughter actually took that picture of me.
Wow.
If you can believe it.
That is excellent.
Thank you.
Good job, Kayla. I would have. That looks professional.
Right? I was saying to her one day, I was like, I need to take some new pictures because I was in a pinch, and I said, can you take some pictures for me? And of course she did, and I was like, wow, that's really good.
Yes, that is awesome. Let's talk about your first song that we're going to play tonight, The In Between, your brand new single out to radio.
Yes, I'm very, very pleased with that song. I'm so excited that you're going to play it. So thank you so much for supporting it.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the songs that I mentioned was a little bit different than the other songs. It has more of a poppy feel. It's a pop country crossover song. And it really speaks to the journey from heartbreak to healing. It's about grief and moving forward after love and loss. And although that the lyrics are really emotional and it's a deep song, it has a beat that is really catchy and that it's fun to sing along and dance along with. So I know people are really loving this song because it doesn't sound like a heartbreak song. It doesn't sound like a sad song. It doesn't sound like a ballad. It really just sounds like a fun pop song until you stop and listen to the lyrics, which are really deeply rooted in heartbreak.
Yeah. And that's exactly why I started doing this show several years ago. I love to showcase all of that in a 3-song set on Triple Play Thursday. A great ballad, a great dancing song, a great storytelling song. You guys do it all. And boy, it's so hard to pick now with all the new music that comes in consistently to put these shows together. And you guys make it really hard because you give me 3 good songs.
Well, in this song, in this case, I gave you 2 in 1. I gave you the ballad, but in a poppy, pop country, dancey song.
Yep, absolutely. Well, we're going to play that, and then we're going to come back and talk about another one called Sawdust on the Floor, and that one will make you want to dance as well. Robbie Hart. It is H-A-R-T-E, Robbie Hart. Go check her out right now on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's Best on this Triple Play Thursday.
Of you today, out the corner of my eye. Blue jeans, wind-blown hair, like I never said goodbye. Took me back to the place we met, County Fair, 4th of July. We were both young and free, that's when sparks began to fly. It all came apart so quickly. No, it's so long. Now I'm trying hard to fix me, making sense of it all. It's not a place where I don't see you, standing where you used to be. Woke up alone to find you gone. Is this a dream? It don't feel real. I wasn't there to say goodbye. You left your mark all over me. I'm picking up the pieces. Now I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe. Billboards flashing neon lights quickly brought me back to life. But I still see you underneath the Broadway sign. Came along to be with me like music wasn't your scene. Life bars and my guitar, working hard to build a dream. But it all came apart so quickly. No, it
Her name is Robbie Hart. That is called The In Between. We're in between that song and another great song we're going to play here in just a minute. What a great song, though, Robbie. Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, you're welcome. And we enjoy everything that you do. So keep doing your thing, will you?
Thank you. I absolutely will.
Yep. I'm already looking forward to our next interview. These are always so much fun to catch up with people that, but they become part of the radio family. You've been that for quite a while with your music, and you come into the live chat rooms, and say hello to everybody, and kind of get to meet the folks that are in there. And we've talked about some of those off the air, that you've gotten to really know well and stuff. So I love that relationship that you can get, and you can get those friends, and you don't have to be alone because of this radio program. And we got tons of friends, don't we?
I absolutely love the environment that you have created for artists and for listeners to come together. It's such a special place. And again, thank you so much for giving us that opportunity and that platform.
Yep, absolutely. Beyond the music, it says that you are also a voiceover artist. You were a former host of Country Crops. I know you've done that. And you're a CMA member and a CCMA member for the Canadian Country Music Association. So that is all good stuff.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I'm very proud to be affiliated with those awards agencies. I'm sorry, I'm losing my words here.
Yep, that's perfectly fine. Yes.
Association.
Getting nominated for those are the bigger ones. Canada's Canadian Country Music Association is huge, and of course the CMAs here in the United States. If you get on those radars, man, it's just that's when it really hits, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, and it's so amazing. Like, I know other artists that you see them from one day to the next, how it really elevated their career to the next level. And it's just amazing how quickly that can transform. Absolutely.
And you're also passionate about being an advocate for disability awareness and acceptance, and things that you went through, with your back and different things like that, and your illnesses and things, they resonate with other people, and you want to keep doing that for other folks, letting your story be something that they can benefit from.
I really do. I one of my goals is to be open about my experience and to help people not feel embarrassed about their situation. I want to inspire people to go out there and live their best life, regardless of the situation that they're in or what they think is holding them back from living their best life. And I know that it's really difficult. It can be terrifying, but it's so worth it. And investing in ourselves is always the best thing that we can do. It's an amazing feeling. And if I can help even take away the stigma of having a disability or walking with a cane, because people see me doing it enough times that they're like, oh, I didn't even notice, that makes me really happy, because that means that isn't the focus of people's attention. What I'm doing is. And it's just amazing to me that so many people have said to me, oh, I've seen you so many times and I never noticed you had a cane. And that used to always be something that would hold me back from going out or going up on stage. And I said, if they're not even noticing it, that means that I'm being so powerful that they're not even looking at that. They're looking at what I'm doing, not what's holding me up. And I just said, you know what? If I can give that to somebody else, and if I can make somebody else feel proud of their journey and not feel embarrassed about it, it's something that I can't even put words on. It's very fulfilling.
I love it. And I've said this before about you. You have a big heart. It happens to be your last name. Your last name is Harte, but you have a huge heart. And your third song that we're going to play is called Heart in Two Places. I thought this was one you should have put Harte, Heart in Two Places, but
you're right.
You did it with the regular spelling of heart. But tell us about this one too. I love this song.
Heart in Two Places? Okay, well, Tim Kelly, just mark my words, maybe one day there'll be a remix with the Harte in two places. It'll be called the Tim Kelly remix.
There you go. I love it.
Heart in Two Places is really self-explanatory if you know where I'm from and where I am now. I'm from Montreal, and I live in New York. I have a family back home in Montreal, who's my family and my roots, and I have my family here in New York, which is my husband and my daughter, and I have two places where I'm blessed to call home, two places where I walk through the door to loving arms, and it's an amazing feeling. But no matter how far that I go away from my home, my hometown pride is still really big. I still have huge Canadian pride and hometown pride, and doesn't matter how far I go, I still have that hometown pride, and it's just a great feeling to have the roots back home and to build them over here in New York, and to still be able to cheer for my home team from where I'm sitting. So
I love it. We're gonna put Robbie Hart in 11 places. That is 11 radio stations tonight with this program around the country and around the world.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Country music is universal. You know that from being in the UK on that tour that you just recently did. But boy, they sure love it over there, don't they?
They really do. It's amazing, and it's such an interesting country there as well. Like, they do so much country music. They dress up country music. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it. I felt so at home, and I just love that they sing about the same values that make country music special right here in the heartland.
There you go. And you're showing them how it's done in New York too, big time.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sawdust on the Floor. Let's talk about that one too as well.
Ooh, okay. Sawdust on the Floor is one of my personal favorites also. So is Heart in Two Places. Actually, they're all my favorites. But Sawdust on the Floor is a little spicy, I'm not going to lie. This one tends to lean a little bit more to the bluesy country. And the title is really inspired by my journey of self-creation and the things that shaped and refined me into the strong and empowered individual I am today. You know, with each obstacle that I overcame, I left behind this metaphorical sawdust, and it marks my continuous journey. And from this person that I was being shaped into this powerful person that I am today. So I took the hardships and I turned them into something beautiful, which is the more evolved person I am today. And I wouldn't change the journey that I've been on these last several years, because without them, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love who you are. We have always had a good time on the radio. It just gets better and better. So does the music. We appreciate the time tonight. Keep doing what you're doing, and we will definitely keep listening.
Thank you so much, and thank you once again for having me, and thank you to all the listeners who are supporting independent music from everywhere.
You are welcome. Where can folks find Robbie Hart on social media if they want to check out more of your great music and these stories that we've been telling tonight?
My website is www.robbiehart.com. That's ROBBIEHARTE.com. You can find me on your favorite streaming platform. It's Robbie Hart. And on social media, you can connect with me at Robbie Hart Official. I would love to hear from you, and you can let me know which of these songs you love the most.
That sounds great. Boy, it's hard to pick that, I'll tell you. We love them all, too. Robbie Hart with us tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. This is called Sawdust on the Floor and Heart in Two Places, kicking off the next hour of this Triple Play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
You don't know me or where I'm from. Seen the challenges that I've overcome. I fought wars no one knows about. But virtue and grace keep my feet on the ground. This shining light born from darkness and the pain makes me come alive. From invisible to invincible, nothing scares me anymore. All this branding's got me living stardust on the floor. Dusting off the ashes, spark the flames that came before. Through the smoke you'll see me clearly, not the same I was before. makes me come alive. From invisible to invincible, nothing scares me anymore. All this grinding's got me feeling exposed on the floor. Dusting off the ashes, spark the flames that came before. Through the smoke, you'll see me clearly. From invisible to invincible, nothing scares me anymore. All this grinding's got me feeling exposed on the floor. Dusting off the ashes, spark the flames that came before. Through the smoke, you'll see me clearly. Not the same I was before. I'm not the same I was before.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Walking through the front door like I never went away. See matches on the wall right underneath my name. Got me sitting on the porch where I used to play. I know just how I kept it, yeah, but everything's changed. Took a few things from the new place, but I left my heart to fill the empty space. Yeah, part of me always stays. I got that hometown pride from 1,000 miles away. But sounds a little different, that's the way that I was made. Planted roots on some new ground, a family to raise. But home is where my heart is, that ain't ever gonna change. My heart's in two places, but I love them both the same. Number on the front door, mailbox with our name. Not just on the wall, and they're growing every day. See me tearing up the backyard, laughing while they play. No, it ain't the old house, but the feeling's still the same. Took a few photos from the old place to fill the walls and the empty space. Yeah, part of me always stays. I got that hometown pride from 1,000 miles away. But sounds a little different, that's the way that I was made. Planted roots on some new ground, a family to raise. But home is where my heart is, that ain't ever gonna change. My heart's in two places, but I love them both the same. Here's to the home team that was in the main streets. Raise 'em up like you mean it. Home in a place is a feeling. Alright. Got that hometown pride from 1,000 miles away. But sounds a little different, that's the way that I was made. Planted roots on some new ground, a family to raise. But home is where my heart is, and that don't change. I got that hometown pride from 1,000 miles away. But sounds a little different, that's the way that I was made. Planted roots on some new ground, a family to raise. But home is where my heart is, that ain't ever gonna change. My heart's in two places, but I love them both the same.
She is my good friend Robbie Hart. That is called Heart in Two Places. You just heard the story behind it, and come to find out that she is in two places. We're chatting on Facebook. Then she hops over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air, and she's chatting with the folks in there right now. So that song did come true. Absolutely. Thank you, Robbie Hart, for being here tonight, and we appreciate the time and the great radio interview. You'll be able to find that one in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives right after this live show is over. We've got one more hour to go, though. Welcome welcome to hour number 3 of the show. We are on our website at KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. I am live on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air, and we are live on YouTube as well at KICR Indie Country Radio. This next artist is going to be a triple play right now, is going to be live with me on June the 19th on a triple play Thursday edition of the show. He is from Texas. His name is Pat Waters. And by the way, when you're on the website, go to the bottom of the homepage and check out my full live radio interview schedule. I got some good ones coming up. Copy and paste it, share it with folks that you know that love country music, and let them know who's going to be on that's your favorite. Love You Back to Texas by Pat Waters, the first of a triple play on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Everything, places you never seen. I knew you had to go. I know there's things you miss, so here is a short list of reasons to come back home. Beautiful sunrise, wide open blue skies, and warm Gulf Coast breeze. Small town rodeos, weekends in Mexico, and then there's me. I'm gonna love you back to Texas, back where you belong. I'm gonna love you back to Texas. You're too far away from home. I'm just not the same here with you gone. Church on Sunday, work on Monday. I know that don't sound like me. Been doing some changing, some soul rearranging. When you come back, you'll see. I built you that closet, fix that dripping faucet, painted our bedroom. I know you must miss each Texas sunset as much as I miss you. I'm gonna love you back to Texas, back where you belong. I'm gonna love you back to Texas. You're too far away from home, and I'm just not the same here with you gone. Back where you belong. I'm gonna love you back to Texas. You're too far away from home. I'm just not the same here with you gone. I'm gonna love you back to Texas. I'm not the same here with you gone.
Song number 2.
Son, man, you're gonna be the one to make it out of this town. All the hell I raised nearly put her in her grave. Seems like I always let her down. She wanted me to have a better life, but everything I stars in the country sky. I felt the earth move from a roaring freight train. I seen Jesus, and I'm not afraid to die. I've seen enough of this old world, and I got it all. I'm right where I belong. I've had friends leave. They came back telling me that I've been missing out. They don't understand. I'm fine right where I am. Just take a look around. Way out here I have a room enough to breathe. It's as close to heaven as a man could ever be. I've seen the sunset from the top of a mountain. I've seen the stars in the country sky. I felt the earth move from a roaring freight train. I've seen Jesus, and I'm not afraid to die. I've seen enough of this old world, and I got it all. I'm right where I belong. I've seen the sunset from the top of a mountain. I've seen the stars in the country sky. I felt the earth move from a roaring freight train. I've seen Jesus, and I'm not afraid to die. I've seen enough of this old world, and I got it all. I'm right where I belong. I'm right where I belong.
His name is Pat Waters. Once again, he is from the great state of Texas. PatWaters.com is his website. They are currently updating it, but he's got a few show schedules on there. So go check him out, and he will be live with me on June the 19th on another Triple Play Thursday edition of The Tim Kelly Show. That song is called Right Where I Belong. You are right where you belong on this Triple Play Thursday. Every artist on the program is getting played 3 times in a row. One more for Pat Waters to complete his triple play is a new song that he has out to radio. It is called Tough. You're going to love this one on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Well, I had to grow up a lot faster than I should have, and it was tough. Just me and Mom in a one-room apartment, wondering where our next meal was coming from. That was tough. But you don't have a choice when there ain't no choices left. I just wiped away my tears and forced myself to get tough. Smaller and smaller as I tried not looking back from that old Greyhound bus. Yeah, that was tough. And everything I tried that was new and different like always, the door kept slamming shut. Yeah, that was tough. There's a lot of things in life that should have done me in. One way or another, I just get right back up again. Yeah, I'm tough, and I know around the edges I might be rough, but I do the best I can, and I'm proud of the man I've become. And I know at times I want to peel the sun. Yeah, but that's tough. first time in a long time I walked in a church and was tough. And the preacher man said, if you ain't saved but you wanna be, well, I stood up. Yeah, that was tough. I know I ain't perfect, but I don't claim to be. But I ain't gonna let my past get the best of me. Yeah, I'm tough, and I know around the edges I might be rough, but I do the best I can. Yeah, I'm tough, and I know around the edges I might be rough. I'm just doing the best I can, and I'm proud of the man I've become. And I know at times I won't appeal to some. Yeah, but that's tough. That's tough.
Hey everybody, this is Joe Finley of the Swansons, and you are listening to The Tim Kelly Show, Triple Play Thursday, live from Branson, Missouri on KICR Indy.
I think he wants to be that guy in my dreams who wants to steal my heart, or so it seems. I've heard it all through town, rumors flying around. I wish he had the nerve to tell me now and lay it down tonight, tonight, tonight.
number 2.
Back for more. Dust myself off, take control, and grab the bull by the horns. And life is uphill and throws a wrench in the wheel. And trying to get ahead, it's got you sinking deeper. Your paycheck's a joke, another bump in the road. But what didn't kill me never made me weaker. I'm getting along like I always do.
My paycheck is a joke, but y'all know I'm in country radio, right? Her name is Annie Vander. That is called Rockin' My Shoe. I love that song. It does rock. And before that, another great tune called Tonight. She's with us tonight virtually through music, and we're playing a triple play for her, but she is going to be with me live on August the 4th, or August the 1st, actually, on a New Music Friday edition of the Tim Kelly Show. That live interview schedule is at the bottom of the homepage of my website. Check it out. It's a good one at KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. The third song in the triple play for Annie Vander tonight is called The Daddy Tree on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
I guess I never understood what my old man was saying when he was trying to raise me good. At that time I just couldn't see all those little things he did. He did them just for me, and time rolled on. And time rolled on. Yeah, I got spanked a time or two, but looking back on who I was, I deserved more than a few. I took things a little bit too far. Always seemed to get my hand caught up in that cookie jar, and time rolled on. And time rolled on. surprised I even learned from him when I knew everything. And I hope I have his patience when mine turns 17. Raising me must have been so hard. But please don't worry, Daddy. I've learned lessons from the heart. I knew you loved me and all, but you were way too protected when any boy would call. You'd grab a gun without a care. But did you have to chase him down the street in your underwear? And time rolled on. And time rolled on. I heard you pray and I just smiled. Well, I was putting on that white dress before you walked me down the aisle. You tapped your glass and we all cheered. And our dance at the reception, it all became so clear. The time rolls on. Yeah, time rolls on. Sometimes I thought he was the meanest man in town. And it took so many painful years for this little girl to come around. I'm surprised I even learned from him when I knew everything. And I hope I have his patience when mine turns 17. Raising me must have been so hard. But please don't worry, Daddy. I've learned lessons from the heart. Thank the dear Lord for giving you to me, 'cause I couldn't have picked a better man from the daddy tree.
Hello, this is old Webb Dalton. You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing the best new country. We sit and counted the stars in your backyard. Our first kiss was in your den, and your dad walked in. First time I caught a glimpse of you, the thought of you doesn't cross my mind. You live to prove that dreams come true. I'm a better man because of you. Smile and touch of your lips, your fingertips, holding you by my side, you as my bride. Well, I'm not sure I've been blessed with you, but all I know is since we said I do, there's not a day that goes by
doesn't cross my mind. You live to prove that dreams come true. I'm a better man because of you. I'm a better man because of you. I love you.
Song number 2.
Just a simple man. He laughs, he cries, he dreams. But he's not Superman. He begged her not to leave. She said she had nothing more she could give. She found someone else, and he'd shown her how to live. He said, don't forget, remember me. No matter where on earth you go, there I'll be. I want you to know that you are my world. Just don't forget, remember me. Well, 10 years went by since she left home. She went to visit him, standing there alone. Chiseled in stone, the words that he said, filled with regret, this is what she read. Just don't forget, remember me. No matter where on earth you go, there I'll be. Well, I want you to know that you are my world. Just don't forget, remember me. Oh, don't forget, remember me.
That is called Don't Forget, Remember Me, and before that, Better Man from Webb Dalton, Webb Dalton Music, and go check him out all over social media. He is fantastic. He has an interview in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives that we did just recently. That is on the top of the homepage of my website. Go check out that interview as well, and you can check out his voice on my Classic Country radio station, and if you love classic country, you can listen to Classic Country Radio. Just click that tab at the top of the homepage at KICR
KICR IndieCountryRadio.com. I did a promo for that today. Lots of people have liked it. Hopefully they're clicking that tab and enjoying the best in classic country music as well. One more for Webb Dalton on this Triple Play Thursday. His latest single out to radio is called Startin' to Feel That Way. From Webb Dalton on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Well, this morning over breakfast, she didn't act much like herself. She was there and mighty, but in her heart she had to be somewhere else. As she sipped her coffee, she didn't have a word to say. I could feel it in my bones, a leaving coming on. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. I'm starting to feel a cold, cold chill like I've never felt before. It's not hard to see when she's looking at me. She's got one eye on the door. I think she's getting just a little more distant every day. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. I can't put my finger on it. Lately things just aren't the same. I know I'm not a psychic. I got a not so funny feeling something's about to change. She says everything is fine, but I wasn't born on yesterday. I know there's something wrong. I might as well be here alone. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. I'm starting to feel a cold, cold chill like I've never felt before. It's not hard to see when she's looking at me. She's got one eye on the door. I think she's getting just a little more distant every day. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. She's getting just a little more distant every day. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way. I can feel it in my bones, a leaving coming on. She might not be gone, but it's starting to feel that way.
You're listening to Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
How many hearts have to break until you realize you can't bury all that sorrow
Song number 2.
Big sun dropping, campfire popping, sand sticking to our skin. Guitars playing, you and me swaying, hoping that it never ends. Toe to toe, nose to nose, I can see myself in your sunglasses as the best day of my whole life passes. One lucky girl with a big old silly grin. These days it may be out of fashion, and I hope you don't mind me asking, can I see myself in your sunglasses again? So sorry, sweetheart, off to a bad start, tripping over you on the beach. And just like a dang fool, I fell down beside you. You were there laughing at me. You said hi, nearly died. I can see myself in your sunglasses as the first day of my whole life passes. One lucky girl with a big old silly grin. These days it may be out of fashion, and I hope you don't mind me asking, can I see myself in your sunglasses again? Tomorrow's forecast is more hot weather, but it'd be even better if we spend it together. I can see myself in your sunglasses as the best day of my whole life passes. One lucky girl with a big old silly grin. Ooh, yeah. These days it may be out of fashion, and I hope you don't mind me asking, can I see myself in your sunglasses again? Ooh, yeah, can I see myself in your sunglasses again? Oh, yeah, I wanna see myself in your sunglasses again.
Her name is Tracy Kennedy. That is Traci, and she is from Canada. She is fantastic. That is called In Your Sunglasses. And before that, How Many Hearts? And she gets a lot of hearts. I'm getting 20,000 hearts over here on TikTok from people tapping that screen. But she's getting lots of love, lots of requests. And we're going to have a great radio interview coming up on June the 12th on another Triple Play Thursday edition of The Tim Kelly Show. Be sure to tune in for that one. I think that's going to be a big, big show. She's got lots of fans, and I am one of them. You're going to get to hear the stories behind these 3 particular songs that we're playing tonight on this Triple Play Thursday as well. You Never Said Goodbye is the 3rd song in the Triple Play for Tracy Kennedy. It is live right now on The Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I'm sitting here, tears streaming down, and memories of you spinning round and round. There's a hole in my heart where you used to be, and every night I pray it was just a bad dream. The world keeps turning, but I'm standing still, trying to make sense of how I feel. I want
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
I like to wake up before the first light of dawn, lying with you in your loving arms. Don't worry about breakfast, honey, 'cause I'm only hungry for your morning love. Morning love, it's the very best kind. It stays on my mind all day long. Morning love, there's no better way to start off the day than making morning love. Well, I get up first to make you something to eat. Just stay in bed and go back to sleep. Let me take care of you now, baby. You know I'm so crazy about your morning love. Morning love, it's the very best kind. It stays on my mind all day long. Morning love, there's no better way to start off the day than making morning love. Well, I get up first to make you something to eat. Just stay in bed and go back to sleep. Let me take care of you now, baby. You know I'm so crazy about your morning love. Morning love, it's the very best kind. It stays on your mind all day long. Morning love, there's no better way to start off the day than making morning love. There's no better way to start off the day than making morning love.
Song number 2.
Cold wind blowing across the southern plains. Cowboy riding hard and fast, trying to beat the rain. He's got a good woman waiting down in San Antone. Storms are coming, and she don't need to be alone. Ride, cowboy, ride, you got no time to lose. Ride, cowboy, ride, you got to push on through. The devil's in the wind, and he's trying to take you down, trying to get the best of you. So you got to hold your ground. Ride, cowboy, ride. Ride, cowboy, ride. He met his woman in Richmond back in '64. Just another wounded soldier fighting Mr. Lincoln's war. God only knows how he won her love. It's like the Lord sent him an angel from the heavens up above. Oh, ride, cowboy, ride, you got no time to lose. Ride, cowboy, ride, you got to keep on pushing through.
devil's in the wind, trying to take you down, trying to get the best of you. So gotta stand your ground, ride cowboy ride, ride cowboy ride. The thunder struck with the lightning, he was blinded by the pouring rain. That's when he heard a voice calling out his name. It said, you're never alone, I'm right here by your side, you're almost home. So get back on your horse and ride, ride cowboy, ride, ride cowboy, ride. There's a candle in the window, and it's burning just for you. Your good woman's waiting for you to love and hold on to. Ride cowboy ride, the devil may be in the wind, but he can't take you down. What the devil doesn't know is you've been riding on sacred ground. So ride cowboy ride. The devil may be in the wind, but he can't take you down. What the devil doesn't know is you've been riding on sacred ground. So ride, cowboy.
He is making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. His name is Lee Lane, and that is a great tune called Ride, Cowboy, Ride. Before that, how about Morning Love? We love us some Morning Love. I'm giving you love tonight. 3 songs in a row from every artist all show long. That is how we do it on Triple Play Thursday. Go check out Lee Lane on social media. Tell him Tim Kelly from the Tim Kelly Show sent you. The third song in the Triple Play for Lee Lane is called Lonesome World on KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
As I stand by your side for the last time, all I can do is hang my head and cry. Now for me, there's only memories to hold on to. So how do I get through this so lonesome world without you? It's a lonesome world without you loving me. You know I cry and cry every day since you went away. And they tell me you're in heaven. I know it's true. But how do I get through this so lonesome world without you? Now I know we'll be together again someday, but the time in between just seems so far away. Now my heart is breaking and oh so blue. So how do I get through this so lonesome
without you. It's a lonesome world without you loving me. You know I cry and cry every day since you went away. And they tell me you're in heaven, and I know it's true. But how do I get through this so lonesome world without you? Oh, how do I get through this so lonesome world without you? You're listening to Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
This small town might not look like much, just corner stores and rusty trucks and everything else that I love. It's all right here. Some people can't wait to get out. Me, I think I'll just stick around, 'cause heaven looks like here to me, where I wanna be. So give me a hell yeah and an amen for the good times and good friends. We raise them up, then we drink them down. We all get lost, we all get found. When the whiskey buzz starts to move you, Friday feeling cuts right through you. That's the good Lord talking to you. That's a neon hallelujah. That's a neon hallelujah. It's my favorite prayer to pray. It's a John boat on the lake. It's a tin roof rainy day. It's the way we got it made. So give me a hell yeah and an amen for the good times and good friends. We raise them up, then we drink them down. We all get lost, we all get found. When the whiskey buzz starts to move you, Friday feeling cuts right through you. That's a good Lord talking to you. That's a neon hallelujah. That's a neon hallelujah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a blue sky, it's a truck bed, it's a cold beer, it's a godsend. It might seem ordinary, but don't let it fool you. That's a neon hallelujah. That's a neon hallelujah. Oh, so give me a hell yeah and an amen for the good times and good friends. We raise them up, then we drink them down. We all get lost, we all get found. When the whiskey buzz starts to move you, Friday feeling cuts right through you. That's a good Lord talking to you. That's a neon hallelujah. That's a neon hallelujah. That's a neon hallelujah. Neon hallelujah. Neon hallelujah.
Song number 2.
Town I go drinking. One less beach to watch that red sun sinking. One less number in my phone. One less way to get back home. One less church to go to pray. If less is more is what they say, then I got one more on right. One more string of sleepless nights. One more tell myself it's gonna be okay. One more man, what could have been. One more why this had to end. One more empty bottle in this world. 'Cause of one less girl. One less favorite song that I'll be playing. One less I love you that I'll be saying. One less pair of blue-green eyes. One less car parked in my drive. One less dance out in the rain. If less is more is what they say, then I got one more, almost got it right. One more string of sleepless nights. One more tell myself it's gonna be okay. One more man, what could have been. One more why this had to end. One more empty bottle in this world. 'Cause of one less girl that I still want, that I still need, that I can't stop thinking about. That took my breath, took my heart, can't live without. One more, almost got it right. One more string of sleepless nights. One more tell myself it's gonna be okay, okay. One more man, what could have been. One more why this had to end. One more empty bottle in this world. 'Cause of one less girl. One less girl.
One Less Girl and Neon Hallelujah from the gentleman that always takes me out of the show, J.D. Shelburne. And that's exactly what time it is. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Triple Play Thursday. Thank you for joining me, everybody. And I want to thank my special guests, Mark Ware and Robbie Hart, for joining me on the program tonight. I've got a great radio interview tomorrow with Faye Tower, and then Ryan Bodine's going to join me on the program as well. Be sure to tune into that one tomorrow night. New Music Friday hits the airwaves at 7 p.m. Central Time. Until then, we'll see you on the radio. My name is Tim Kelly, and The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like The Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, we'll see you on the radio, everybody. Bye-bye now.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me on and turn it